Alright guys, what we're going to be doing today, I haven't got a chance to get back to the forge build just due to trying to gather the rest of the materials I'm looking for. But what we're going to do today, because I had an order for 20 of them come in, is we're going to make these little hooks right here. Now I got this idea from Christ-centered ironworks. What we're going to be using is these little horseshoe nails, and what they are, I get them from Tractor Supply. They're just diamond, regular 6. 100 pieces comes in a box. I think this box cost about $8. But we're going to be turning these nails into these twisted little hooks, and they finish out about 1.5 inches tall. Alright, so let's get over to the anvil and we'll start making them. Alright guys, I'm going to be working this one cold, very similar how Roy does on Christ-centered ironworks. Just bring it to the edge of the anvil where you want the flat part that the nail's going to go through, or the screw, to stop. You put right on the edge, and you take your hammer and just flatten it out. Right like that. And that gives you, see if I can get this in shot, that gives you a flat back, and that's the part that'll go on the wall. And then this front part that has the little step will be where you make your J hook. So now what we're going to do is go to the leg vise. I'm going to heat this section in through here and give it my twist. Alright guys, we're going to be doing the twist on these little nail hooks. We've got the head flattened out. So what we're going to do is take and put it in the vise and just clamp about halfway of the portion where you smashed it down and flattened it down. And then what I like to do is go ahead and just clamp my vise grips on there, because you will lose heat fairly quickly. And I'm just using a propane torch on a camping bottle of propane to heat these up, because they're so small it doesn't take a whole lot of heat and they lose heat really quickly. Once you got it red, just I do half a twist. You can do more, you can do less, just your preference and how you want to do it. Sorry to drop that, but that right there is what you've got afterwards, and that's all it is for that. Next, we'll be taking and putting a little squirrel end on it. And I normally, when I'm doing the twist, I just leave it clamped in here. I got these little pair of, I don't know, they're like spring-loaded long needle nose pliers, and if you can see there, I kind of rounded the tips and pointed them a little bit. Works perfect for doing these little squirrel tails. Let me zoom you in here. Oh boy. So what we're going to do here is heat up just the end, and you want to twist this back towards the flat part, the part that's going to be up against the wall. So the part where you got your little step is the front, the whole flat is the back. Take and twist it, something like that. leave it really however you want, but that's how I like to do mine. Take this out of the vise so you can see it. Right like that. That right there. Now we're going to cool just the tip, this little tip off here in just a minute before we put it in the bending jig. So I'm going to go over to the quench bucket, cool that, vise up the jig, and I'll be right back with you. Alright, so this is the jig. It's nothing special. I got 2 pieces of 1/4 inch, terribly welded to this piece of plate. And all I do with this is clamp it down in here. See that? Clamp it down in there. Right like that. And then I take a pair of pliers. You can do it with your hand, don't matter, but the reason we cooled this off is this is going to act as a stop force against this piece. And then you just bend it right on around until you're happy with the curve. Let's put a little more on that one. And right there we go. That's our finished hook right there. Got a little decorative twist. Well, it's not finished. I gotta put the hole, and you can either paint these. I do a traditional finish just because I like the way that looks. Alright guys, well, here's the finished product for the hooks. I don't know if you see that real well, but you see it's got a twist. We just drilled the holes on them, and there it is. And I do just a beeswax or Johnson paste wax finish on them to finish them out. Now, a lot of the work, you know, as you've seen, I do with a small torch. It just helps get a localized heat in here with the small torches, and allows a twist. You know, if you were to use a propane forge, it would heat the whole thing, and it would make it more difficult to get that just localized heat. And if you used a coal forge, well, that little tiny thing would be pretty difficult to keep track of in there. So that's why I use a propane torch. I've seen, you know, if I had a oxyacetylene torch, you could use that. But I got the propane torch, so that's what I use. If you have any questions or anything, like I said, this idea I got from Christ-Centered Ironworks. I think he actually may have a video on doing it his way. They're slightly different, you know, you just find what works best for you. But these sell really well. So if you have any questions, leave a comment. Y'all have a nice one.